Good morning and welcome, everyone. It's our first Mastermind of July 2025, and this is convention month, of course, so it's an exciting month. We are coming off the heels of June with lots of momentum, and we want to continue that momentum, obviously, going forward. Anyone who's trying to hit a rank that was either running for a rank last month and maybe you hit it and you're going for the next one, or maybe you didn't quite hit it and you're still going for it, you still have a little over 3 weeks to hit that rank before convention. So let's go all out. The kickoff Zoom last night was awesome. Lots of focus on enrolling brand partners so we can get these products in the hands of more people and help people get healthier. We can only do so much ourselves. We'll do shares on that in a little bit. But first, I want to ask you if you've done your action plan declaration, drop a 1 in the chat if you've already done it. Good job, Audrey. Okay, a whole bunch more coming through. We know we have until the 3rd to do it. Today's the 2nd. We don't want to wait till the last day. Always try to do it on the 1st of the month so that you don't forget. You don't want to forget. What I love about it is you put those 10 names in of your prospects and then you share it with your upline mentor. Then they can help you with how to reach out to those people. They can help you with simple verbiage. They can help discuss what your goals are for this month. We always want to do a business planning session at the beginning of the month so that we have a roadmap of not only where we want to go, but how to get there. And your upline mentor can help you do that and reverse engineer to get to your goal. The other thing is obviously free 50 points. Who's ever had, let's say you were running for diamond and you had that third consultant leg and they were 50 points off, they were like at 950. So that 50 points, it may not sound like a lot, but it can come in really handy. And if anytime we get free points, why not take the points? But I love that it has you write those 10 names down because we want to constantly be adding to our list and reaching out to new people. And we know it's a numbers game. Not every single brand partner we bring in is going to, take off like wildfire. Some will be a little slower. Some might not do anything. We just, even though we pre-qualify, have a qualifying conversation, get them on a connect call with our upline mentor before they sign up. We don't know who's going to do what, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot of people to find the ones that are runners, and you will find them. If you're being consistent and talking to a lot of people and keeping your funnel full, you will definitely find them. It's inevitable. So action plan declaration, if you haven't done it yet, do it today. Just try to get it done today. Literally takes 2 minutes. And any of these promos now, you go into the back office, purianbackoffice.com. Then you go to submission forms, hover over that. It brings up a drop-down menu. And where you're going to put all of these things are the one called promo submission form. It's a separate submission form. So it's the one that says promo in front of it. So just make sure you know that. Okay, if you were on the call last night, then you know what exciting promos we have for July. So what's the main one, the big one that started yesterday? Drop it in the chat. Yes, Madi, mini marathon. That's what that stands for. And mini marathons are amazing. This one's super easy. They're giving us 7 days total. If you called anybody yesterday, you can count it. July 1st through the 7th, ends July 7th, 12 p.m. Pacific. So you've got to get it all submitted by then. And you get 100 QV points for that. But what else do you get out of it? I would love to hear any shares from anyone who's done a mini marathon in the past and any highlights that you have that have happened to you as a result of doing a mini marathon, because I know we have a lot of them. Yes, Jackie.
Yes, okay. Mini marathons are a huge boost, especially for new brand partners. So, a few months ago, whenever it was that Audrey started, she had just signed up as a brand partner. We did the mini marathon and she was able to get so much interest. She was signed up so many people from that mini marathon, inviting them to her launch. So if you have a new brand partner and they haven't had a launch yet, this is epic. It's the easiest possible way to call. Like, I'm doing this new business. Can you come support me? That you might be, whatever. It's just like the easiest way to start that conversation. And it launched and propelled her business hugely, and mine. I love it.
Thank you for sharing that, Jackie. And thank you for sharing that little verbiage there. That's so helpful. It is the perfect reason to pick up the phone. And Anybody can do that. You can have a launch Zoom anytime, even if you're not new. You can have another launch Zoom. So the verbiage can be that. It can be, hey, I was thinking of you. You're one of the people I was thinking of recently about this because I think it would resonate so much with you. I'm doing this Zoom regarding this business that I'm in. It's all about organic and health, organic food and health. I think you would absolutely love it. That real assumptive, real positive language is so helpful because it gets people excited, and it cannot be heard on a text. It cannot be conveyed on a text. It's got to be on the phone. Okay, thank you so much, Jackie. That is awesome. And Audrey's here and she's a total rock star. So it just goes to show you success leaves clues. Justin,
I was gonna say the thing that I love about the 40 and 4 is it builds huge momentum in your business. And the other thing it does, especially when you're new, is it helps build the confidence of people because that's the way this business grows is when you pick up the phone and this habit teaches you to do that. And every time this happens, I love like hearing the testimonials from people like, oh man, I called so and so, I called so and so, and they get so excited. So it really like propels their business forward.
yeah, 100%. Every time. There's no way you can do one of these without something good coming out of it. Even at the very least, like Justin said, even if it's just building your confidence and making it easier to talk to people and you getting more comfortable with it. But more than that will come out of it if you call that many people. Okay, Angie.
Yeah, that's a good point that that Justin brought out. For me, it's I liked yesterday because it said we should be doing it already. It's like, we really want our business to grow. So I didn't really know what a chicken list was because I'm not much, I don't know. I just love talking to people, but getting that momentum going when you start 40 and 4, you're, you can hear maybe a couple of no's or whatever, or maybes or whatever, but it just like it gets you started. And you don't want to just stop at 40. You want to go and go and go. And plus, you have something to work on. So my goal is not to just get um what I have on my list, but something new, and also uh, a target where I want to go, what I want to do. So I'm excited starting soon, and then we're going to get a team power hour going so that we can do it together.
Love it, Angie. Thank you. Okay, if you're not sure, if you're brand new and you're not sure what a mini marathon is, this particular one is you're just going to pick up the phone and call 30 people and between now and July 7th and get that, write them all down on a sheet of paper, name, phone number, and what the result was. The result could be left a voicemail message. The result could be they're not interested right now, but might send me a referral. The result could be busy right now, but we set up an appointment to talk next week. Those are examples. So that's all you do. Take a picture of it, and then you're going to upload it on Monday. Or is that the 7th? I think Monday is the 7th, right? So that's it. Super simple. And any help you need with verbiage of what to say, Jackie gave a great example because if you are brand new, you just invite them to your launch Zoom. But anything you need as far as help with what to say, verbiage, get with your upline mentor. They will help you with exactly how to say simple verbiage without saying too much, but just to pique their interest. So, okay, thank you everybody for that. And yeah, Jackie, you're right. In the chat, she's got 30 people is so easy to call in that amount of time. I mean, how many of us have called 30 in one day? I know I have. I know a lot of us have. Lenore, Jackie, Angie, a lot of people had their hands up. So yeah, this is like breaks down to 5 a day. Super simple. And imagine if we did that every single day, like Angie said, something we should be doing all the time. What if we did that every single day? What would happen? That would be real huge momentum. Okay, drop in the chat. What's the other opportunity or one of, there's a couple, but the bigger one where you can get 200 QV points this month? What is that special promo this month? Drop it in the chat if you know. Yes, Dina. And Dina says events. And Lenore said setting up a table. Angie says in person. Yes, Dina, you're the queen. You and Sean are the king and queen of doing in-person outside events. You guys are so good at that. You have it dialed in, totally pro. So yeah, so that's going to be super easy for you. So yeah, that's an opportunity to get another 200 points, expose your business, the products in the business to a whole new bunch of people by doing a table event. You submit a picture and then your list of leads. Take a picture with your list of leads and again, submit that in promo submission forms. And the best events I feel are the ones that are not just maybe and there's nothing wrong with doing this, maybe setting up a table in a random location at a park and people get interested. That's great, that's one thing, but I find that the best ones are the ones where you've got all hands on deck, like maybe you have other brand partners inviting to this event. Maybe it's in a place that is owned by a brand partner, that it's a venue, like a little shop or something that a brand partner has, like Justin and Melissa did last month at that natural food store. I did with the juice bar. And so they were inviting their people as well as I was inviting people. So the ones where people can actually be invited and you kind of have an idea of a head count and they have an idea, the attendees have an idea of why they're coming. They're coming to hear a presentation. They're coming to hear and sample, maybe. So they're coming there. It kind of filters them. It kind of is a filter, that invitation, so they know what it's about. But you can also do something where you set up a table where there's a lot of foot traffic. You can do that too. So however you want to do it. And yes, Madi has another promo, the other promo, hashtag PHP Renew 2025. And that is a chance to win 500 points. Exactly. That was the next one that I was going to bring up. So I'm glad you said it, Madi. It's July 1st through 18th, and there will be 10 winners, and those winners will get 500 QB points. Has to be a reel, has to be a video or a reel posted on your social media. And that's great because that's another great incentive to, again, expose people to what we have, products and opportunity on your social media. Yes, Jackie.
I just had an idea and I wanted to run it by you. So the table incentive is awesome. I love doing tables. Would it be possible if for some of us that maybe are like, oh, I don't have that many people to call for my mini marathon, I'm all tapped out. Could we look up businesses in the area that we could potentially do a table and call them and do a little pitch about a table? And then it's kind of killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Or 30 and okay. I got excited about that idea.
Absolutely. Great idea. I love it. That's so smart. You're going to get them curious. I mean, you're opening the door to telling them about this. So that is a total win-win. I love it, Jackie. Okay, so those are the promos for the most part. And then July 22nd, what do we have going on July 22nd? Anybody remember? It's another really good opportunity. And I think it's one of our favorite calls of the month. It's Dave and Amy, Hear the Purium Story with, yes, BizOp. Okay, sorry, a bunch of people said it in the chat and I missed it. BizOp with Dave and Amy. Yes. Madi, Lenore, Audrey, Madi, you guys got it. Yeah, so those BizOps with Dave and Amy are so good and they really tightened them up. So it's a really good, concise overview of them, their mission in the company, and the products, and then the testimonials. So invite lots and lots of prospects. You got plenty of notice. July 22nd is when that is. All right, convention. Drop a 2 in the chat if you're coming to the convention. And I know some of you, a couple of you are sad that you're not because you're going to be in Croatia, but you will be with us in Sphere. We know that you are having some FOMO, but the Croatia trip was planned way in advance and it's another important event. Okay, I love it. Lots and lots of people. Drop a 3 in the chat if you're bringing a new brand partner with you. Cool. This is how we grow. Lots of 3s. That's how we grow this business. Get them there. They will be so excited. Jackie, can you share a little bit about your convention story? Because you shared a little bit in the chat last night. Jackie Childs.
Yes, I'm like, oh yeah, that was me. I did that. So last year I went and I had just signed up as a brand partner July 1st. So I think I was at the rank of like director when I went, and Cami basically made me go. And I'm so glad that I did, because it was, completely changed my mindset towards the business. I was able to meet so many of you, including Sonia, Michelle, everyone. And it was just beautiful. And by the end of convention, I was so fired up. I hit executive and signed up my first brand partner there at the convention. And so it was just like, from that point, it was a full steam ahead in my business. And I would not have felt that without the convention. So highly recommend the convention.
And that you agree, like that helped you get to Diamond. You got to come to Diamond Club in April.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wouldn't have hit Diamond. I wouldn't my business would have floundered without the convention propelling it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the effect that it had on you and so many others. We had so many come out of convention hitting ranks, and they were even people who were already somewhere in the diamond ranks who went even farther, higher up. And we have the Diamond Club coming November 14th through 16th too. So that is something where you want to get to convention because, like Jackie said, it's going to help you get to Diamond Club if that's your aspiration, which I think it probably is for most people. Okay, Madi.
Thank you, Sonia. Yes, convention was a pivotal, moment in our business, not just for myself, but my team. Alicia went there for the first time, took her sister with her. She, a few months later, the following year, that was in July, a few months later, we had a fast start diamond. And for myself, 4 months, the same year, at the end of the year, I was able to rank Green Diamond, and I was able to have the privilege of going to Diamond Club with 3 diamonds. So it is one of the best investments. I cannot emphasize enough the investment. Yes, it might be difficult for a lot of us, but it is the best thing that we can do. And I am so excited to come this year with at least 7 or 8 of my team members with their husbands and my husbands for the first time. So I am just cannot wait, because I know it is going to take our business to the next level.
Well said, Madi. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Angie.
I love it. And I love the contests that are available for those that are able to go and participate in that luncheon. Don't think that you can't do it, because that was the whole convention was amazing for me. I was like everywhere. You couldn't keep me steady. But that luncheon and the gift and having lunch with, Sonia and, of course, my Nicole, meeting her, and just, it just really, you get to know the whole family, the whole Purium family. And once you see them, you meet them and you get to see them and see their story, you fall in love all over again.
Absolutely. Nothing like it. We are going to have an online option for people who absolutely can't go for $99, but there is nothing like the in-person. And I think Nicole wants to share. She can't get on video. She's a little under the weather this morning, but Nicole was just such an incredible story going into convention, during convention, and coming out of it.
I came down with some sort of cold, and I'm just, this is the beauty of Purium. I'm in bed in my pajamas. Call, but I'm sparing you guys the video. I went to convention. I think I was a green diamond. I had been with the company for maybe 6 weeks, and I was so excited when I was there that I was like, I need to rank up. I want to keep going. Like, I understood so much deeper, like, who is part of this company? Who are Dave and Amy, and what do they stand for? And I was like, I need to get 1,000% behind this. Like, any other affiliate account I had, I closed that weekend. I was like, I'm done. I'm focusing on this. And that's like a really big deal, because I see a lot of people like they're dabbling into a lot of different things. Purium is the answer. This is what's going to help people the best, and the best compensation plan in the world. But just being able to spend the weekend with everybody, like I met Angie and she's my forever, I got to see everybody and hug everybody. And, this is your family. This is the company that you're a part of. And it's really important, if you have anybody that is new or even seasoned, to just kind of reinvigorate. And like I said, I brought my mom last year. She was voluntold. I was like, hey mom, let's go. And then this year I'm bringing my mom again, but I'm bringing my husband and all of my kids, because Purium is a family, kids and all. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. My kids are excited.
Oh, I bet. Thank you so much, Nicole. Yeah, that was really special because you got there, like you said, you got 1,000% behind it after you saw what Dave and Amy like in person, what they were about. And what Nicole did, she was so excited. She was there as a green diamond. She was so excited. She was making phone calls and telling people, "You're not going to believe this. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm seeing." And she was actually enrolling people from the convention like as it was happening. I think you enrolled like 12 people that month or something, 12 brand partners.
Yep.
And as a result, she ranked to Blue Diamond during the convention. They had to go back and change the slide for her for the recognition because it said green. They had to change it to blue. And then she was like, "I'm going for the crown." And she's a crown now. That convention was July, September, she hit crown. August, July, August, September. So yeah, that's a great testimony for this. So thank you so much for sharing, Nicole, and feel better. Can't wait to
Thank
see
you.
you. Can't wait to see you at the end at convention or maybe sooner.
Yep.
We're not far from each other. Okay. Melissa, thank you. She just posted a link, copy and paste that and save this in your notes. Simple verbiage for your mini marathon phone calls. Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. Excelente. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, okay. Speaking of convention, for our team convention attendees, we have a special mastermind in person at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Okay, we got the room and the space is limited. I think it's 50. It's going to be standing room only, and we're probably going to have people sitting on the floor, but it is what it is. So that is for obviously people attending convention, because if you can come to the mastermind, you could come to the convention. So we are assuming you're all going to be convention attendees there. And there's nothing like it. You heard about it. I think we talked about it on last week's mastermind. It is powerful. You don't want to miss it. So we're excited to see all of you and get together right after. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be exciting. And then if you still need to transfer a ticket to someone, you have up until July 11th. And after July 11th, there will be a $20 processing fee. So if you got people that you're ready to transfer to, do that right away. Avoid that $20 processing fee. Okay. All right, so let's talk about enrollments next, and then we'll open it up after this to shares, because I know there's lots and lots of more shares, especially from our crowns who are on and others. Okay, total enrollments for June, drop in the chat. How many brand partners do you think we enrolled as a team total last month? Okay, Maddie says 60, Molly says 70, Angie says 75, Deidre said 55, I think. Okay, Sari says 52, Deidre 55, Jackie 80, iPhone, I don't know who that is, 55, Lenore 52. So you guys you're in the ballpark. 48, 51, 65. So we enrolled total last month 59. So whoever said 55 was the closest. It was, who said it first? Deidre said it. Deidre and then iPhone. So yeah, so you win. The price is right because you didn't go over. It was 59. We want to get up to 100. We want to have 100 be our bar that we set. So let's really push to do almost double that. Well, that would be about 118, but maybe 1.5 times close to that. So we really want to really focus on brand partners. And I think this mini marathon is going to be the key. Calling up your business prospects, telling them about this wonderful business, sharing stories with them, getting them on connect calls, doing another launch Zoom if you're not new. If you're new, do your launch Zoom and invite them to it. So we want to get that up. And the duplication percentage is really good, 29 out of 59. So 49% duplication. That means something was done. You have a tree. You might have got one customer, one ULT. You did something. Now, out of those 59, 13 who came in last month hit consultant. So we have 13 new consultants. Congratulations and welcome to them. And that's 22%. And that is awesome. And we want to keep going and help these people duplicate. And anyone who came in last month, even if they didn't hit consultant or hit any rank, they still have this month to hit Fast Start Director and make that $400 bonus. And if you're the enroller, you can make the $400 matching bonus. We had one standout, Michaela Jackson, and she's under Barb Dooley. And Michaela hit Fast Start Director. Came in last month, hit Fast Start Director. So congratulations, Michaela. Great job. And we had many that came close to Fast Start Director. They got to 14, 15, 16, 1700, came pretty close, but not quite, but that's still really good. So congrats to all of you. And special congrats, I don't know if she's on, but congrats to Tamika Spicer. She was recognized many times last night on the kickoff Zoom, and she was recognized as one of the top enrollers in the company, in the entire company last month. She was on the slide with Carolina, who I think is a 2-star crown. And then we got Tamika, brand new, freshly minted Fast Start executive. So congratulations, Tamika. If anybody in Tamika's upline would like to share, feel free. I don't know, Terry or who, Michelle. Terry, go ahead. Can you unmute Terry?
Yes, I can unmute. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm taking care of somebody right now, so that's why I'm not on camera. And yes, I want to get to Tamika. Tamika was enrolled by Gail. I want to shout out both of them because Gail has been consistent, has not given up, even though she felt she kept saying that she couldn't do this, and she spoke to Tamika. Now, Tamika is on fire. She just does not stop. She'll call, she keeps us on our toes. She reaches out to everybody. And really, she's living here in San Francisco area, but she just moved here. She is reaching out to people where she came from, which is Alabama. And so that is who she's bringing in, and her coworker. She's a registered nurse. When she found out that this was something that helped people, she is so passionate. And even now, she says, I still have so many people to talk to and sign on this week. She is so fast. She's trying to understand everything and real coachable, but she can't even believe this is happening to her.
She is amazing. And Michelle has in the chat, Tamika's incredible. She's an RN and so coachable. So a couple of things that I love that you said, Terry. She just moved to the area. Have you ever had someone say, oh, I haven't lived here that long. I don't really know anybody. Hello, you came from somewhere. This does not have geographical boundaries, pretty much. I mean, North America and Europe, okay? So we always have to remind people of that when they say that, because sometimes they think that I'm new in town, I don't really know people here. That's okay. That's the beauty of this business. You can do it via phone, via Zoom. You just reach out to the people that are in your network, your sphere of influence, and that's what she's done. I was texting Tamika the last night of the month, and she was determined to hit UBT because we had that promotion that we were doing the last 2 weeks where there was a cash team incentive. And she was like, okay, I just got one. There was a referral. Okay, I got another one. And then she got the third one. So it's like where there's a will, there's a way. You know, people that are determined. That's one of the traits of the people who are really successful in this business, or I would say 2 of the traits. They love hitting goals and they have determination. They're determined to do it no matter what. And Michelle Boersma is one of those people that sets such a great example of that as a leader. Terry, you as well. And that you see that duplicated and you attract what you are, right? So that's why they're attracting people like Tamika to their team. So congrats, you guys. And hey, if anybody's got a prospect who's an RN, use this story. Share the story of Tamika and the great success. She got also, I think, 10 or 11 ULTs last month. So she got recognized for that. She was on there 2 or 3 times on the recognition. So on the
Yeah.
leaderboard.
Can I say something, Sonia?
Yeah.
I just want to say also thank you and Melissa and Michelle, because she was so impressed with the upline that she had, because she'd been in this type of industry with something else years ago. And the way you reached out to her really touched her. And I just want to say how much we appreciate you. and how you did that. Just shows how wonderful this business is. You guys are such an example to follow. You guys are inspirational to us, and that duplicates on the team, and it's helped so many of us. So thank you all.
Oh, thank you so much, Terry. We appreciate you, all of your team, and Michelle. Michelle, you and Sam are amazing. Sam was incredible on the Menopurium Zoom, and just I'm not going to go into any details, but they've been going through some stuff, and she's here. So we love you guys. Okay, now enrollers since last week. We had 15 new brand partners since last week, almost 50% duplicated. We had 7, so almost about 49%, which is awesome. And these are our enrollers from last week's mastermind to today. We have Mackenzie Frazier. She has had 2. She's doing a launch Zoom today. She is stoked. Mackenzie is on fire. We have Alyssa Lascala, got a new brand partner, and Mara Carranza, Melissa Hansen, 5-star crown, always leading by example. And that brand partner that she got in last month also hit and went way past consultant. Amazing. Kelly Riston, Tara Ivans, her new brand partner, hit fast start consultant also. And then we have Tomika, who we just talked about, Consuelo Flores, Brittany Childs, that's Jackie's sister that you've heard from a couple times today. And we see the awesomeness runs in the family. Cody Crowley, our famous boxer friend, got a new brand partner. Joanne Burbine, Casey Stahl, Michaela Jackson. So Michaela came in last month, hit Fast Art Director, and Michaela last week enrolled a brand partner. That's the way to do it. I love it. Duplication. Great job to you and your upline enroller. I'm not sure if she's your direct enroller, Barb Dooley. I know you're in that line. Okay, cool. And Ebolia Borda. So congratulations. That's another $75 in the pot from last month. That's going to go into that pot. So because this ran all the way through now, the winners of the cash pot drawing winners will be announced on next Wednesday's mastermind. So we look forward to that. Okay, we covered a lot. Now let's open it up for shares that you may have from last night's kickoff Zoom or anything you want to share. The Menopurium convention, your mini marathon thoughts, any more mini marathon testimonials and stories would be awesome. Yes, Melissa.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm so proud of all of those who made the sacrifice. I know for some people, getting a flight, getting a hotel, doing the things to get to convention is a sacrifice, but trust me when I tell you, you will not regret it. This is really life-changing because as you progress with this business, it's going to change your life in ways that you could never imagine. And this convention is really going to help seal the deal for you and your family. It has created so many stories in the past, and we are so excited to see the stories that this particular convention brings up. We're just stoked to hug everybody in real life. And for those who can't make it, we miss you. We know you're going to be plugging in, and
We'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year, if not at Diamond Club. We have 4 months to get to Diamond Club. I told my team, if anyone has not ever hit Diamond, reach out to me directly because I want to help you with a game plan to get there. It's very doable. And the name of the game is what? Drop it in the chat. Begins with an E. What is the name of the game? Enroll. Bring on new business partners. You'll hit Diamond so quickly. You can't do it on your own. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks, Sonia.
Thank you, Melissa. Great words of wisdom there. So, okay, who else would like to share? Go ahead and raise your emoji hand. Because we've got 4 pages of people here. So if you can get your emoji hand up, I have a better chance of seeing you. Let me go back to page 1. Okay, we're going to go with Siri first because she hasn't shared yet, and then Angie. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Sonia? Yep. Okay. I just wanted to say real quick that convention, I'm not sure what it changed. Well, I know it is confidence, but I look back at my posts from before convention and I was definitely missing that little air of confidence. And then last year after convention, I went to Europe for a convention that was pre-planned. And so despite that, I was able to hit another rank with the help of my upline. And then the Science Convention, I ranked 3 times up with everybody's help, including you and Melissa. And then I just wanted to say too that for all those out there that don't have like a medical background, I'm a cleaning lady. So like I was a CNA and I did some weight coaching 20 years ago. But yeah, so whether at convention or not, hopefully we can go, but ride that wave from the excitement from those that go or those that come back and share their stories.
Thank you, Sari. I love that. What did you guys just get out of what Sari said? Drop it in the chat. A couple things from what you just said that are really, really good points and reminders. Melissa.
Sari, thank you so much for sharing that. So many people think they need a special degree, an online course, more education to feel worthy of helping their friends with their health journey. You don't. So please do the self-development work to recognize that you are worthy to be a good listener and to share what has helped you. That's all that this boils down to. Be a good listener and share. You don't need a $10,000 degree. You just don't. And so many people, even on my team, have not felt worthy enough, thought they had to take this expensive course, and they fizzle each and every time. And it kills me because I've seen this book. I know the ending. I know what's going to happen if they will just trust the systems in place and stay coachable and trust that they are worthy of getting to the top of this business. Just plug in, follow the systems. It works. You can come from any background. Seriously, know zero about health. It's just about listening, plugging them in with your upline, plugging them into these Zooms, our Monday night Zoom that we have every week, jumping on the mastermind so we can do the self-development work for ourselves, and we can be successful with this. So thank you, Sari. I really appreciate that. House cleaner, you know what she had? She had hustle. That's what she had. She had grit. And she stays consistent and she's super coachable. And that's why she's killing it. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sari.
Thank you, Melissa. Did you guys hear how Melissa's like pleading to not get distracted? Sometimes we can have imposter syndrome and we don't need to have that. I was a realtor when I got into this. I built to 4-star crown in 2 years. I have the IIN certification. Yes, I did that years later. I didn't use that or have that to build my business. I didn't know anything about nutrition when I came into this. I didn't know anything about health coaching, none of that stuff. I was a realtor, but I was very goal oriented, love hitting goals. It's just fun for me. I like hitting goals. I liked getting A's in school. That's just who I am. I'm wired that way. I'm determined and I had to share this with everybody because I loved what it did for me and Doug. And I felt like everybody deserves to feel this good. And I also understood and loved the idea of network marketing, loved the business model of potential unlimited overrides. Like, where's the downside in that? So I love what Melissa said, and I loved how she said it so passionately that we have seen that movie before where it can be a distraction where you feel like you're not worthy or you need a degree or a certification or something, and that's not what gets you there. It's absolutely not what gets you there. So thank you, Melissa, for sharing that. And let's see. Oh, Samantha says the testimonials prove we don't need the piece of paper. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it breaks our heart. You know, when we see someone get up to a certain level and they're doing great, and then this distraction happens, and then the plummet happens, and we don't want to see that happen to people because it means their check goes way down too. Okay, so we're gonna have Erin, and then we're gonna have Tomika, who we've been talking about a lot today. So go ahead, Erin.
Hey, this month's our 3-year anniversary for Purium, so that's kind of fun. And we started with kind of just wanting to try the next thing to help my wife's health. So it's kind of amazing. It's been a roller coaster up and down because we had a lot of early on success, and that success kind of just it's coasted this whole time. I mean, there's been highs and lows, but I remember reading that the only way that you can fail at this business is to give up and to quit altogether. So even this last month was the first month in I think almost 2.5 years where we didn't re-rank to diamond. And it's a little bit of a wake up call, but we've been going through a lot of junk in our lives. But that doesn't mean that it's time to quit. It's just, refocus. And they also say at the convention, the people that got you to where you are aren't going to get you to the next spot, right? So it's about the continued to recruit. And I've also noticed this weird little thing. It's a trend on my Instagrams. I have 2 Instagram accounts. One is for my health business for Purium, and then the other is for my electrician business. And my electrical business is amazing. Like people love it. And it's because there's a level of authenticity there that I don't necessarily bring to my purely health account. So I've gotten more people recently, like blue collar, like my actual target market, going after people that I naturally connect with instead of trying to push into this thing where I don't feel as natural. So it's been an interesting journey, and we'll see where the next few months go. But I'm glad to plug into these calls, especially whenever we can. And we're not going to be at the convention, so I'm really bummed. We have another convention going on at the exact same time. But it's very exciting to see the growth in this team and to see how many people are still showing up and how people aren't giving up.
Thank you so much, Aaron. We love having you here. We love your vulnerability and your sincerity. You're just amazing. And I know that other convention is very important and has to do with your faith. So just in case anybody's wondering, it's not another network marketing thing. It's something totally different. But thank you so much, Aaron. And congratulations on your 3-year, you and Erica, 3-year anniversary with Purium. Okay, Tomika. You're kind of the woman of the hour right now today.
Good morning, everybody. I'm just jumping on. I'm trying to get my baby off to daycare, so this will be very quickly. I did hear the person before Aaron, and I do the 2 persons. I want to piggyback off of that. Yes, you don't have to be a medical professional. I just happen to be a nurse, and that only gives me just one aspect of this. But I have to learn. I had to learn, and I still have to learn. And the reason that I'm going to convention is because I want to learn more. One of the things that my upline always tell me is that you're so coachable. You're getting where you are because you're coachable. And I have to say, I agree. There's so much that I don't know. I mean, yes, I'm a nurse. I have a health background, but I don't know everything about Purium. I didn't know the verbiage. I didn't know just how to go about doing things. And the system is in place. And we do have our upline. We do have the people to teach us how to do what we need to do. And even if you were going to school to be a nurse or becoming anything, you have to learn how to do that. So being a nurse and a healthcare professional is just one part of it. Being coachable and willing to learn and wanting to grow is the second half of it. So yes, don't be discouraged. I'm just excited about everything that's going to come from convention. I'm very, very just overwhelmed with excitement. And I'm ready. I told Michelle, I'm excited about convention because I feel like convention is going to help tables turn over in my journey, my business journey. So I'm ready to flip over tables and, make things shake. So, yeah, so be encouraged. You don't have to be a healthcare professional. Everybody has their own personal gift. We come with what we come with, and that's what you run with. And so, yes, just be encouraged and congratulations to everybody because everybody is doing a wonderful job as a team. And I'm grateful for all of you all, everything that you share and just your own journeys. So, yeah, so just be encouraged. I'm right there with you. I'm still learning too.
Oh my gosh, I love you, Tomika. You're amazing. I love your energy. I love how you're a team player. I love your humility. Everything. Yes, Michelle, I did hear and feel her energy. And that's why when she's calling people, they're hearing it and they're feeling it and they're getting excited and they want to join her. So, I mean, there you go. Yeah, zero ego. Like I cannot wait to meet you at convention, Tomika. And I also love what she said. Yes, she's an RN. That's one aspect. She also mentioned her baby. She's a busy person. She could be making excuses to not do this. She's got a lot going on, obviously. And I will say this, we have had how many doctors, nurses, health coaches who have not been successful in this business. That, like Tomika said, it's one aspect of it, but you have to have the other things. You've got to have the determination, the grit, the coachability, the hustle, all those things, like hitting goals. Those are the people. It doesn't matter what field they're in. Yeah, you have an extra level of credibility. It's nice if you are a health professional. It's great, but if you don't have all those other things, Melissa, how many people have we had come on board with 500,000 followers on Instagram? And so, big influencers, but didn't get anywhere. So that's not the thing that does it. It's not the letters after the name. It's not the number of followers. It's the innate traits and the coachability. Just like Tomika's very coachable. She's like, I don't know about this business. I'm still learning. So there you go. Okay. Angie, I'm going to get you after Sylvie and Tara, if you don't mind, just because they haven't had a chance to speak yet. So go ahead, Sylvie.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Sonia. As you know, I'm rebuilding this business again. I've been with Purium for several years now. I am coming to convention and I'm super excited because last year was amazing. But I do have a more as a question for anybody who can give me a good answer. I am, there's this nice new vegan restaurant in the area, and I know the owner, so I want to approach her and possibly do an event there. Has anybody done events at the restaurants like that? I know I've done many events in the past, but not in a setting like that. Can anybody give me any suggestion if there's, anybody who had success with that? I just want to make sure I go in with the right approach.
I can, and if anybody else wants to as well. When I was an executive, the very first event I did was at a raw vegan cafe, and I got their buy-in and made a flyer that said, what was going to be happening, what the benefit of it was, and you can put yourself on there like as the speaker, gut health specialist, or whatever you want to put on there. And they had a clipboard with a sign up sheet where people put their name and phone number and email that were signing up, that were interested in coming to the event. And then I think I helped them because they were busy at the cafe, but I called every single one of these people and said, oh, I'm the speaker, whatever, at this event. You can do that. And just want to let you know, we're going to be excited to see you there. Just want to remind you, don't, call and confirm. Or if they have someone who can do it, that's really great too. Just coach them on how to say it, because the people going to that cafe know them and that's who they're connected to. But we were standing room only. We had about 100 people there. So it's all in the promotion. And then I just did one at Gone Juicing, the juice bar in Newport Richie. Melissa and Justin just did one at the health food store. Gone Juicing and the one they did, that person, the proprietor, they are already brand partners. So I would talk to this juice bar owner first about how this can really align with what they're doing and how they could incorporate having something outside of their brick and mortar business, a way for them to leverage, a way for them to diversify their income. I would approach it that way, not that, hey, you can make power shakes here, because that's going to be the slow boat to China. If they're just we'll make power shakes and sell them. No, you want them to understand leverage, because they probably have a big monthly nut to cover with all their expenses. And this is a way for them to diversify. And maybe eventually they have an exit strategy, but because restaurant business is not easy, it's very stressful, it's hard. So, but it's all going to be in the promotion, them promoting it, you promoting it, and telling them the benefit to them first of being a brand partner, and then also the benefit of them to promote this because it's going to bring more people into their cafe. So it's going to bring more traffic in. So they want to promote it, just not leave it to chance. Like, don't just put a flyer up and not talk about it. Nobody's going to show up. So anybody else want to share from your experience about that particular? I know Tara Ivans, you have your hand up. Do you want to share about that, or were you
I
going to
have
talk?
my hand up real quick, Sonia.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we just hosted one of these. I think it helps when you have an Eventbrite link because people are more likely to show up if they fill out that Eventbrite link. So that helps. Have them reach out to all of their customer base. They all have an email list. They all have a text message list. So have them do that. Let them know that the more it's going to bring more eyeballs into their store and more customers. And then invite everyone. Because if one person in your contact list finds out you did this through their friends and they weren't called, their feelings are going to be hurt. So I'd rather just invite them and them not be able to come than for them to hear through the grapevine, I did an event and they weren't invited. So you have to invite literally everyone. The more people you invite, the more success you're going to have.
So you would do the event while the restaurant is open because they are serving food there, right?
That's
It's
going to
vegan
be tough.
place.
I mean, that's going to be tough. You're going to have to be in a separate room. Sonia and I have done these, it was like in a juice bar or in a little vegan restaurant where it's like a smaller clientele. It's not like a banging restaurant where it's happening because you're going to be fighting over the noise of the crowd. So it would almost have to be in a separate room or outside or maybe in the back somewhere if they have a little area in the back.
Or on the days when they are closed, because I know they
Oh,
close
that's
for
an
a couple
option.
days. Yeah,
That's an option.
Sunday,
So
Mondays.
the one that I just did at Gone Juicing was after hours. They close, I think they close at 4 and we did the event at 6:30. So it was specifically, everybody was specifically there for the event. And then the other one, the very first one that I did when I was an executive, that was after hours as well. Like they closed at 5 and the event was at 7, I think. So it was a dedicated event to that. It wasn't just, oh, people are milling around and they're coming in, going. You want it to be where you can actually do a presentation undistracted without all this other noise. So either a private room, like Melissa said, or just do it when they're not open.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay. And Angie, we'll still get you. We'll get you at the end. Okay. Okay, Tara, go ahead. Tara Ivans.
Hello, everybody. So I just wanted to share real quick, and Sonia knows this because I shared with her the other day, this major breakthrough that I had about not knowing the big picture. That's where I've been like held up as far as like knowing the whole compensation plan, knowing like how to run a team and all this stuff. And when I got past that, then I got two brand partners. So I'm like, oh, because I don't really have to know it. So I got out of my own way, and it was truly a lot of like a big breakthrough. So I'm so thankful. And I just want to share that with anybody that might think again that you have to know it all, because you don't. And then my brand partners hit consultant last month. So shout out to him for that. So yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations, Tara. Great point. And that's why you lean into your upline mentor. That's why we're here. That's what we're here for, is to help you. You're in business for yourself and not by yourself. You always hear that, but you don't have to know everything to get started. And sometimes that perfectionism is a form of procrastination because it's fear of just ripping the Band-Aid off and getting started. But Tara, great job. Congratulations on your new Fast Start consultant, your 2 new brand partners, and look forward to seeing you and Chuck at the convention. Okay, and then we have another Tara, Tara Cohn.
Good morning. Yeah, going back to the whole health coach debate. When I started, I was always interested in nutrition, but I made it my business. And here's my tip for everyone. I made it my business to get familiar with the scientific side of the products. And so Melissa said it before, and I'll say it again. We have the best education through the product education Zooms. So go back and utilize that. Like, think of it as the best podcast you can find right now. Think of it as the best Audible book you can get your hands on, and it's all free and it's all in the back office. It goes back a couple of years, and that's I think one of the reasons I've been able to like answer it. It's the reason I've been able to answer questions on the WhatsApp chat or educate my clients on the science of the nutrition is because we're educated from Dave. Dave takes his education from all over. Like, who has the time to get to know all the information Dave has? He takes it in from Western medicine, herbalism, Ayurvedic, and alternative medicine and nutrition in general. And then he pulls it all together into one place called Purium. So I would 100% encourage people, if you have time to get a nutrition degree or to become certified health coach, you should instead use that time on something free and better. And that's the product education Zoom. So just go back and retroactively listen to as many as you can. And then the other thing with the mini marathon, I am going to have, I like what Jackie said about calling businesses. So just don't hold back on any any options. I always encourage people, go to the massage therapist in your area because they are looking for options. They don't want to be paid for each person they have their hands on and then never get paid when they go on vacation. They don't want that. They want to help people on a greater scale. They want to help more than one person at a time. Massage therapists go into that business because they have a passion and a drive to help people. And then they have a ceiling, an immediate ceiling on the kind of impact they can have. That's me anyway. And I know that's not all massage therapists, but a lot of them are that way. So, look for your massage therapist in your area. You can look up the chapter in your area, like the board. You can look up your state board or your city chapter and find them if they're not on Google. But also look for places you can have socials. Go to your 10 people that you write down in your declaration this month and next month or last month and the months previous. Like, look at that list of 10 people. Have you reached out to them? And just touch base with them and talk to them like one human to another human. So just don't set your bar too high or that you have to make every phone call a ULT. Just be a human and reach out to people and be nice and be loving and interested in them. Be more interested than interesting.
Great advice all the way across the board. Thank you from our Red Diamond Terracone. Okay, Grace and then Michelle Boersma. Go ahead, Grace.
Hi, Sonia and everybody, and thank you for letting me share. First, I want to congratulate Tomika for being so encouraging to the team and so energetic. We appreciate you so much. And my short sharing is about a table. Here in the area where I live, it's kind of hard to find, a way to make a table. But finally, I did it. And this weekend, I'm shy person, and I had to do this in my own, but I would do it anyway. So I just need just to share that. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Grace. Great to hear from you. Okay, Michelle Boersma, our beautiful 2-star crown, is going to share some words of wisdom.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Sonia and everybody, family. I want to shout out Grace actually before I say anything else. I'm so happy that she shared. I love to hear. She's so genuine and she has such grace, but yet she has guts. She's got the guts for this, and she also helps lead the Spanish calls. So I want to thank her and all of the ladies, Angie, Christina. Their names are escaping me, but the fact that these ladies volunteer their time to help with the Spanish, I'll call it market or prospects, which really helps the entire team, all of us. Thank all of you ladies for doing that. And Grace, if you're not following her on social media, check her out because she does an amazing job. She leads with such passion. I wanted to just kind of go back to that subject about the distractions, whatever they are, they kill our business. And the distraction of feeling like I'm not good enough and I'm going to be better if I have a certification or this special class or whatever the situation is that you're thinking. I said earlier in the chat that chasing more education or multiple paths, even other, not being singular focused, it is procrastination in disguise. And it becomes a comfort zone. It can be a comfort zone for people. Look up the term procrastinator and see if that's a little bit how you're feeling. Procrastinating is fear in disguise. We are successful through experience, not just continual education. It's about doing the work. And when we're a procrastinator, it can be a place of, well, if I learn this and then I learn this and then I learn this, then I'll be able to do the work. And I've had, same thing as earlier, I've had so many on my team, and this was mentioned on, that they've spent a ton of money on these other courses and classes, and now their business is gone. And it's such a shame. It's total self-sabotage. Don't fall into that trap. And even if whatever you're doing feels messy or scary, that's good. It's about doing the work. So I just wanted to go back to that a little bit. That and to Tara's point, we have everything we need. Look at are we plugged into all of the trainings that we have as a team, that we have with corporate? Have we read I have it right here, the Green Foods Bible? Are we plugging into Products and Passion? Do we understand and really know our transformation book and all of this information in here? If you want to study something, get this out. And yeah, we've got it all at our fingertips. And this idea, generally too, at the other side of that, somebody else is trying to make a lot of money. And so they want you to come take their course, and with the idea that if you take my course, then you're going to have more success in your social selling business. And it's not the case. We have everything we need, and we just need to do the work. Experience as opposed to extra education.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for that. And I have to say, I've learned so much from Dave Sandoval, as has been mentioned by you and Tara. When I went to IIN, I took that online course. It was like, I already know this stuff. Most of it I already knew from Dave for free. So it's so true. And Nicole Hussein is a great example. She's does the iridology, holistic health practitioner. She was doing all these one-on-one consults to try to help people. And then she's phased out of that because first of all, it's draining. She'll be the first to tell you it's draining. It's not just the time you're doing the consult, it's the preparation, the consult, and then the notes afterwards. And she started put herself on the ULT because she had tried everything else out there. She had access to everything, holistic, homeopathic, the rash that was diagnosed as psoriatic arthritis on almost her entire body. Nothing helped. And she got on ULT, and halfway through the ULT, it was completely gone. So she starts getting her clients on ULT, and it's moving the needle. Like the testimonials that she's gotten, probably close to 1,000 people on it now over the last year. And it has been the one and only thing that has really moved the needle for people, because as she and her husband, Tox Free Doc Ian, both say, because it gives the body what it really needs and can recognize. It's not a gimmick. It's whole food. It rebalances the minerals because it's grown in mineral rich soil. The food's only as good as the soil that it's grown in. And it helps to really recalibrate and rebalance the body. And that's why she says it's a one-stop shop. So there's someone who had everything, at their fingertips, and this was the thing that did it. So really the answer is here, and don't ever feel like you're not worthy to share it or anything, because we know what we have is really, really good, and it really helps people. And you always have that support from someone in your upline who's more experienced. Okay, it's 12:03, but Angie, we're going to let you do a quick share. You've been so patient. So
I'm good. I just want to share really quick. First of all, Mara Karanska is here. She ranked executive, but I want to really tell you, I prospected her a year and some before, but she actually referred her daughter to me. Her daughter ranked last month executive. She ranked this month. She brought somebody in on the path. They're all on the path to diamond. I just want to you never know, guys. You never know. This a marathon is going to bring a new flow. And what we're doing as a team is a power hour with the intention. And we're starting today. So I just want to thank everybody and really thank everybody for supporting the Spanish call on Sunday too. Cristina, gracias for being a trooper and supporting Mari. And so that's it. Time up.
All right, I love it. Thank you so much, Angie, we love your energy and your positivity to cap off this call. All the shares were incredible, inspiring. Thank you, every single one of you. Thank you all for being here. And don't forget, product education, Zoom tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Take advantage of it, like you just heard everybody say. Okay, so we'll see you next Wednesday. Have an awesome day. Thank you all so much. Thanks for all you do.